Funny story, man. No time to waste.
When asked what was Oasis's worst gig of all time, many people would point to the famous Whiskey A Go Go gig, where they were all off their faces on crystal meth.
Do it again for you,
Some people might point to times in the later years of the band when Liam's voice was quite badly falling apart, or to other gigs where the band would play one or two songs and then just walk off stage. In my recent video on Liam Gallagher and Patsy Kensit, however, I played a brief clip from an Oasis gig at Wembley Stadium that Noel Gallagher described as the lowest point in the whole of Oasis history for him personally.
Obviously, there are 7 Oasis albums. You've got the 2 solo albums with the High Flying Birds, but the 10th album is a live album, familiar to millions. Oasis live at Wembley.
That particular album, it's a disgrace, that album. It's offensive. The whole weekend was just a nightmare. Liam, unfortunately, can hang his head in shame. You know, it was like... The live broadcast is just... I don't know what it is. I wouldn't even know how to sum it up. It's just... It was a horrible 2.5 hours on that stage, or whatever it was. It was dreadful. It's the low point for me in the Oasis years. I was having a terrible time in personal life. And... awful. Cover's not bad, though.
Oasis played Wembley 2 nights in a row in the year 2000 as part of the Standing on the Shoulder of Giants tour. They played on the 21st of July and on the 22nd. The first night was intended as a warm-up, a practice run, and a...
The shit goes on for ages, but you get the point, man. It's pretty cool shit. When he's sober, like, he looks back on it and he's like, what the fuck? But it weren't him. I remember that kid, he was looking at him like, what the fuck you doing, mate? It's one thing having a few beers, but you got to be fucking professional, mate, with a rock and roll band, man. You know what I mean? It's not just about getting smashed. We're fucking musicians, mate, you know what I mean? Well, Liam ain't, but, you know what I mean?